Mad religious people killed by mad religious people in Sri Lankan Easter bombings as atheists and secular communities around the world just sort of get on with each other. Libyan oil to be liberated and handed over to the West as General Haftar, backed by airstrikes from tyrannical monarchies, brings peace, freedom and democracy to the region. In the UK, Extinction Rebellion have paused their climate change protests in London to recharge their mobile phones, get laundry done at mum's and tweet about polar bears. Hello, good evening and welcome. I'm Deke Jackson and this is the fucking Newz. In the wake of the Sri Lankan Easter bombings and the New Zealand mosque shootings, no atheist or secular or Gnostic communities around the world have celebrated the hate-fueled slaughter of moron idiot fucks by other moron idiot fucks. Imaginary leaders of people who don't believe any kind of wacky mumbo-jumbo have not given interviews to the media claiming, we'll all be better off the sooner they all kill each other. That was all, of course, satire. I could have written it differently. I could have written it like, atheists celebrate religious people killing each other whilst cheering them on from the sidelines. But you have to be careful what you say these days. In fact, you can go to jail for saying what you think. It's true. People get locked up and fined and go to prison and have their YouTube channels completely closed down for saying what they think. The funny thing is, the hate speech laws used to do these things are mostly created to protect religious people who for years raped children, murdered women, killed unbelievers. These are the fucking people who spent centuries, nay millennia, converting heathens at the point of red-hot pokers. Yeah, baby. Or the end of a noose, or the sharp end of a sword, all whilst claiming it was God's will, and you and anyone else who didn't believe in God were evil scum who deserved no better than a slow, painful death. That we, the unbelievers, were sinners from birth, and only God's love and the aforementioned red-hot poker could save us. So, with my hand on my heart, let me assure you wackadoodle retards out there that I don't hate you or think you're evil, and I don't wish any harm upon you. But I do wish you didn't exist. This is me wishing you away. This is me imagining a world where you didn't exist. This is me imagining a world where you and your kind, metaphorically speaking, wither and die in vast numbers, till you're all gone. Vanished, leaving only a vague, distant memory, like a fart on a bus. Gone, but still discernible from a stink of shit you left behind. Then, slowly, even that fades, and generations of children are born and grow up unaware that your unevolved medieval mumbo-jumbo ever existed. I am your enemy. I am your foe. I am your worst nightmare. And I am free to think what I want and say it in a way which cannot be suppressed or dismissed. Now, do us all a favour and fuck off and die, metaphorically speaking. Libyan oil will finally be liberated when General Haftar of the Libyan People's Army takes control of Tripoli from the unity of government. Have you seen the other places we liberated recently? Aleppo, Mosul, Raqqa. Whew! These places look like an explosion in an explosion factory. There's so little left of these places, we need archaeologists to show us where they are or were. General Haftar is unstoppable. We just can't stop General Haftar. Oh no. The UN have called for all violence to cease and for the parties to talk peace and spare civilian lives, but we just can't stop him and his inexorable advance on Tripoli and the oil fields. Oh no, we just can't stop General Haftar. That's funny that, because does anyone else remember when the world's most advanced air forces from America, Britain and France bombed fuck out of anything with wheels in Libya in order to stop him killing his own people? We've just got to stop him killing his own people, and that's why we're killing all those people. Does anybody else remember that? But now, we're powerless to stop General Haftar. Wait, I'm having a vision. In 5 years' time, I see General Haftar, he's He's meeting with the Queen. He's doing a trade deal with the President. He's kissing the Pope's ring, whilst Libya's mineral wealth is shipped out the back door on some army trucks painted to look like Amazon deliveries. Oh, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, but I'm afraid it is. And General Haftar just can't be stopped. We just can't stop General Haftar because he's armed with the world's most advanced, powerful weapons system. A potent platform for assault, invasion and occupation, unparalleled in the armory of the West. It's the Toyota pickup truck. Fresh from overrunning Syria and holding back the combined might of America, Britain, France, Saudi, yawn, jabba, blah, blah, blah. The Toyota pickup truck with its mighty armoured body-coloured bumpers and mirrors and that big cannon on the back, badly mounted with some people sitting, you know. Oh, well, unless you're Russia. Maybe we should call Russia, because let me see if I remember this Orwellian shit right. Your government told you it was fighting ISIS in Syria for 5 fucking years, but it just couldn't stop them. Russia turns up and in 14 days it destroys 3 oil refineries, 2 storage depots, 5,000 oil tankers, and every fucking pickup in the desert. It wasn't that difficult because all that shit was on Google Earth. Honestly, I kid you fucking not. How we couldn't find it is beyond me. Just too tricky for me to figure out how we couldn't find that shit. We actually built most of that shit. Yeah, I'm sure I remember that. I'm sure that's what I remember. It's almost as if our governments were lying to us for some sort of geopolitical reason to do with regional allies, Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the economy, petrodollar. But that can't be right, because if that were true, the whole story of peace, freedom, and democracy in the Middle East would be a thin sham, covering up empire and profit-mongering. Ooh. I just had the strangest dream. In the UK, Extinction Rebellion have paused their protest so they can go home to Surrey, get a clean pair of cargo shorts and recharge their iPhones. 1,000 people were arrested during the protest and not one of them is a terrorist. Not one of them's an enemy of democracy or an anti-capitalist or anything bad at all. I listened to all the news waiting for that sort of twisted neuro-linguistic programming, but there was nothing. They're all really nice, passionate people with our best interests at heart and a more informed view of climate change than the general population. Let's just take a closer look and see what we can see. I guess the biggest problem I have with Extinction Rebellion is their manifesto. A group who claim to know we face catastrophe and need to do more to save the planet. You'd hope they were gonna give us the skinny, the lowdown, the gen, you know, real quick like. Bring us up to speed, as it were, on the cogent facts of climate change, as it were. So, let's have a look at their manifesto. It says, "We demand." Good start, demanding. No need to inform us straight away about climate change all at once. Now that you've got our attention, let's get to it. "We demand the government." I'm sorry, what was that? We demand the government? Yes, we demand the government tell the truth about climate change. What? The government? I wouldn't believe the government. They punched me in the fucking face and owned up straight afterwards. Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Why would we believe anything the government says? Oh fucking hell, really? Dude. It goes on. "We demand the UK reach zero CO2 emissions by 2025. Well, I hate to break it to y'all, but what Britain does or doesn't do isn't going to make a bit of difference. You can all go live in yurts, and I suggest you do, and the planet will still be fucked, you myopic sandal-wearing twats. Really, do none of you have Google on your phone? Maybe you should look into this whole rest of the world thing. Third, we demand a citizens' assembly to oversee the progress. Wow, more government? Really? More government. Oh yeah, baby, that's just what we need. What do you think the electricity bill for more government will be? How much CO2 will be produced by talking shite? Oh dear me. So, to recap then, the lying scum are to tell us more lies, followed by an act of useless symbolism with some more government on top. Wow, that's ambitious stuff. And not a word about the actual climate change in their manifesto. It's odd. It's almost as if the government dreamt up a protest movement to draw in the woolly-minded twats looking for a good climate cause and gift-wrapped it with a bow. 3 things will help us sort out the mess we've made of the planet's atmosphere: taking CO2 out of the atmosphere, not putting any more in, and dimming the sky to reflect heat away so we don't burn to fuck. None of that shit is happening. I repeat, none of that shit is happening anywhere on this planet at all. And even if it were to happen, starting today, we're still fucked. But shh, don't tell anyone that, because it would be bad for business. Just between you and me. Thanks for watching the fucking news. And now the weather. The planet's fucked, it's your fault, and it's getting worse. Have a nice weekend.